Kill them all.
Hey everybody, I'm Josh and welcome back to another movie review. Today we're going to be discussing Borderlands. Before we get into it though, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to read you guys a quick plot description just so you know what the movie is about. Based on the best-selling video game, this all-star action adventure follows a ragtag team of misfits on a mission to save a missing girl who holds the key to unimaginable power. Wow, Rotten Tomatoes was right this time. Even though I disagree with them a lot and critics a lot, Borderlands is truly awful and not worth your time in the cinemas or even on digital. And I'm a person who tells you guys to go to the cinemas to watch the movie, support the theaters, but this feels even worse than like a direct-to-streaming movie. It just feels like such a cash grab that's not gonna work. And you know, it has like a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think is hilarious. It started out like the first few hours at like a 0%. I think it deserves that low rating because it really is that bad. And what's funny about this one is that it is just so loud. Like, I don't know if I'm off or something, but I saw this in IMAX, and usually IMAX is really loud, but not killing your ears loud. Like, the sound mix on this one on Borderlands was too much for me to handle. Like, less than 30 minutes in, I had a huge headache because the gunshots were just booming in my ears. Not even like Civil War, which was really loud, hurt my ears that much. Usually IMAX is loud, but not this loud. I think the sound mix was off for the theater that it was sent to. It was just a little weird, but the movie, man, it was really bad. Like, worse than you could have expected. And I even went in with low expectations because I usually go into every movie with low expectations because I don't want to, you know, go into a movie with some expectations that's going to be amazing then get let down. I try to go into every movie low expectations. This one I went with even lower because of the 0%, and it lived up to those really low expectations. It was even worse than my expectations. As we all know, it's based off the video game of the same name, Borderlands. There's a couple games made from it. And I'm going to be honest and say that I've only played like 10 to 15 minutes of the game at my friend's house. And I thought it was cool, but that was, you know, a long time ago. So I don't really remember any of the details about the game, any of the major facts about the game. I only remember playing it, sitting down for just a little bit. So I can't really compare the movie to the game because I'm not really a game fan. I'm not going to sit here and act like I am. But I can't see game fans really liking it more than me if they're really attached to this franchise and game as a whole. I think they will like it less, and honestly I think a lot of game fans, if they went into the theater, I think they'd want to walk out after about 40 minutes considering how big, you know, how big the trailer did for the game fans in a bad way. Like, when the trailer came out, a lot of fans from the game just hated it. They hated the way the characters were, because I heard that Lilith in the game is a lot younger than she is in the movie, portrayed by Cate Blanchett, so there's already a big character issues there. And this is directed by Eli Roth, and presumably Tim Miller did the reshoots on this. And I'm guessing that there were a ton of reshoots considering this movie has been filming for a while. Ariana Greenblatt said that she was filming this before Barbie, so this is gotta be been filming and been in the can since like 2022, 2021 maybe. It's been in the can for a while, I think. And I'm a fan of Thanksgiving last year from Eli Roth because I thought that was a very fun movie, had some very unique elements to it. But the way he made this one was just bland as hell. It literally has no sauce, no flavor, has nothing going for it. I think a small fix though would have been to maybe make it rated R and to have it, you know, be more mature, because I know the games are mature rating. They seem very mature in how you watch them. And making this movie, you know, a toned down Guardians of the Galaxy kind of rip off PG-13-esque movie just felt childish and cringy in the worst ways possible. So I feel like a rated R, you know, maybe would have helped this movie just a little bit, but it still couldn't fix it as a whole, because I think Eli Roth just wanted to make it way differently than the fans would have anticipated. The cast as a whole is decent. You know, Cate Blanchett, I think, is the main standout here, but with this horrible screenplay, there's not really much they can do about it. I think Kevin Hart is, you know, he's okay, but there's a scene in this where he's getting attacked by all the psychos, which are the guys in the mask with no shirts on. They're kind of crazy guys, and he has like 20 psychos, 30 psychos chasing after him, and he somehow gets out of all of that. Like, they're calling him like the best soldier of all time. There's no way Kevin Hart's gonna get out of that. Bro's like 4'8". There's no way bro's gonna ever like live from all those psychos. So that wasn't working for me as a whole. Florian from the Creed movies, I think, you know, as the main psycho in this movie, I think he was really used wrong. You know, I don't don't think he should have been cast in this role, because his main psycho, he doesn't really talk that much. He's just there for the muscular, like fighting all the people. And Florian in the Creed movies, he's so good in those movies because of his acting, because of how he talks, because of his facial expressions. He's so good in that sense. I mean, he's very physical and can do very good physical moves, but his acting is what sells me for his, excellent, roles. And, I think that he just was really underutilized here. Ariana Greenblatt's kind of fun as Tiny Tina. I don't know if that's really a great representation of what the game looked like for Tiny Tina, but I will say that she was kind of funny. Jack Black, though, as Claptrap, oh my god, talk about one of the most annoying characters of the whole year. He just got on my nerves. That's another character that almost gave me a headache that made me want to die inside. I'm not saying this like as someone who hates Jack Black. I think Jack Black's pretty good, especially in the Jumanji movies. But oh my god, dude, he got on my nerves. Claptrap, is he supposed to be that annoying in the games? Like, he has some scenes where he's just singing so loud and it's piercing my ears. Because I don't think that's Jack Black's voice as a whole. I think they messed with it, made it a little bit more auto-tuned, a little bit more annoying. So that just didn't work for me. But I will say the best performances for me were Cate Blanchett and Ariana Greenblatt. I think they stood out the most. The CGI here is also a pretty big issue. The movie as a whole is pretty ugly. The backgrounds stand out a lot. The explosions and kind of action explosions don't really look that realistic. This planet that they're on, Pandora, it's like the whole kind of Pandora that they visit. The outside looks the same in every single shot, so it feels like everything was filmed in the same area. The costumes are pretty cool though, but aside from that, I don't really like the production design or the CGI. The costumes are the main standout there, and some of the powers, like in the third act, some like the secret powers that Cate Blanchett gets are ridiculous. It literally looked like she was kind of still and motionless, like she wasn't even there for filming that when she does have these secret powers that she gets there. It was ridiculous. So overall, Borderlands was awful. Rotten Tomatoes was right on this one. The critics were right on this one. I do advise you guys to steer away from this one in theaters. Maybe watch it on streaming if you really want to. But man, the cast could not save this one from a horrible script. The direction is just really messy. The CGI and effects are also pretty messy, and it will honestly give you a headache if you do watch it. So Borderlands, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, one of the worst movies I've seen in theaters this year. Usually it's streaming movies that are pretty bad, but Borderlands is a theater movie that I just wanted to leave for all hour and 46 minutes of it. That's my review of Borderlands, though. Leave your own thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to hear some different opinions on this one. If you did enjoy my review, though, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.